lovely guest, Sarrah Rose, and she is the founder and CEO at Elixr and CEO on Fire. So I want to welcome you very much, Sarrah, to our show.
Hi, Jessica. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so tell me about, well, we know nothing. I usually have a little bit more to say about a guest than founder and CEO. So, Elixr and CEO on Fire. What are these, and how did we get there from here?
Yes, happy to share. So, CEO on Fire is a premium executive intimacy coaching agency.
Hmm.
We coach CEOs of very large corporations, and we support them with their intimate lives to be
Mm.
happy and healthy there and as fulfilled personally as they are professionally.
Mm.
Elixr is the AI powered love app, which prioritizes mental wellness, specifically around self love, friendships, dating, romantic relationships, sexuality, and breakups. So, all these aspects of our personal life, the things that make us human, the joy, the juiciness of life, that's where my expertise is.
I love that. I love the idea of well-rounded. I think that's one of the things that makes me so joyful, and that's led me into owning and running a business that makes me so happy, is because I've been 26 years with my hot, hunky husband that I just adore. And we have so much joy in our relationship that it makes, I feel, all the other aspects of my life bloom. I strive for, we both strive for the best health version of ourselves, because we want to be with each other every minute we possibly can be. And we want to give that to our family and to our children. And I get the permission, because I'm in such a loving, healthy relationship, to try new things and explore what my creativity is and my passions are, and grow a business from the ground up that could work or not work, but still I get the support and the love. Fortunately, we've been going strong now for 10 plus years, and that's not the story every entrepreneur can tell, but I think that happens when you follow your passions and you have this well-rounded space. So tell us, how are you working with them? Are you working with them in group coaching sessions? Is it virtual? Is it in person? How do you structure this support? Because it does sound very personal, but I know the great benefits from group as well. So let's hear a little bit about that.
Yeah, I know. I'd love to explore more. So, See You on Fire is all one-on-one personal coaching.
Mhm.
Elixr is a combination. So, Elixr is
Mhm.
actually an app. You just go to the App Store, the Play Store, you download the app, and you get to take an assessment. And this
Mhm.
assessment will tell you more about how you relate in love.
Mhm.
So everything about Elixr is love based, and it starts obviously with our own self love, which I don't like to think of as, oh, I'm going to have a glass of wine and take a bubble bath, but it's compassion for myself, it's
Mhm.
empathy for my experiences, for being where I am right now in life, and
Mhm.
really just softening sort of that critical voice inside, and having just kindness towards me. So that's where Elixr starts, and it's this journey of love. You take the assessment, you can watch some videos. Our coaches are amazing. The Elixr coaches create video courses all the time. We have new content regularly. They have group coaching sessions and group workshops. We have a book club that people can join. You don't even have to read the book. You can just show up and find out all this amazing
Mhm.
information. We have an incredible community where you can join community events. And then we also have an AI chatbot, which is trained in the Elixr coaching method. The chatbot is there available 24/7. So, if somebody just privately is wanting to chat and know that they're going to get a response based on the Elixr method, then they can go on and they can chat with the chatbot, who we've named Bliss.
Oh, Bliss is a lovely name. I love that. And I love the transparency of where you're getting real human touch and what's being created by real humans and what's being leveraged to better serve the community using AI, because it can be used in a beautiful, nurturing way, especially with that a strength of transparency. So I hear that I hear you're working with like high level CEOs in one way, in one space of what you're achieving, and then I hear you have kind of, it sounds like a community for anyone, because everyone has relationships that can go on a journey of supporting and loving themselves and being in supportive and loving relationships better of all kinds. Maybe a business, whether it's a business relationship with coworkers, relationship with self, friends, family, partners and spouses and things. So that is lovely. Where can they find you so that they can work? And now we know we talked about Elixr on the App Store, but what if they wanted to come and do some coaching with you? What's a good place to find you?
Yes, so the Elixir website is elixir.love, and it's elixr.love. And then the CEO coaching that we have is through ceoonfire.com. And the
Mm,
idea there is it takes that entrepreneurial fire to continue to do the work that we do as business owners, right? And
mm,
to
mm.
continue to tap into that and bring it back to life over and over again. And the daily grind of running a business is sometimes enough to put that fire out. And
Mhm.
so with See on Fire, that's really the inspiration there. It's like, okay, where do we find that spark? And then that spark fuels us. It fuels our relationships. It gives us the passion to continue on our journey.
Yeah, there definitely can be some days that you need that extra community support, because things, I have a large virtual assistant membership program and agency and team, and bringing in new talent and running the job interviews and trying to decide and choosing the right member, and growing that team, and who's not just only good for the job position itself, but also who's going to be good for the rest of the team that's already here and the clients we have and personalities and all these things. When you're when you don't have a huge corporate team or a board or things to bounce these ideas out with, it is great to have someone to be able to give you support and talk through all the things, and then making sure that the rest of your life is still balanced too, right? So I love that you're doing this work. How about a tip? Can you give us a tip today that we can make our lives stronger and better as we step forward together in this?
Yeah, absolutely. So, my expertise being in the realms of love is obviously going to be around love and the importance of that in our lives. And, I think so many people have social conditionings around love that don't feel very authentic or fulfilling, and don't really give them the outcome that they truly desire to
Mm,
have. And, so at Elixir and CEO on Fire, there's a big emphasis on understanding and having a good base level understanding for where we are right now, and no judgment there, just acceptance. And how do we grow into what we actually want, what is
mm,
actually fulfilling? And that fulfillment, it often is counterintuitive to what we've been taught or what we've experienced previously. But leaning in to love, showing up for love, being committed, just being the person who is open and available to love and willing to give and to receive love. um, that's really the best tip that I have. It's like, continue to elevate yourself, continue to be what you want to receive, and don't allow anything else into your life if it's not going to get you where you want to have what you want to have. Shut the door to it, walk away. You deserve more.
Yeah, I love that concept of the, feeling like this tip is giving space for love, right? Making space for it, making space for, that's why no matter how many years, whether it's 2 or 26, date nights are important, and, special quality time and special quality, even as not even, especially the tiny things that you do for one another that have so much value, making a committed space for that. And then the other thing that came to mind when you were talking about it is that she's famous and she slips my mind, but you guys know, you'll probably know who I mean, where you pick up an item in your home and if you don't feel love and you don't feel like it's serving you anymore, you release it out into the world so it can serve and someone else can find joy and love with it. So I love that, making space for for love itself, but making sure that other things aren't getting in the way or taking the space that isn't, whatever that is, whether it's thoughts or things or whatever's on your schedule, making sure your schedule matches up with that. That's a great tip. How about one of the things that we started from show number 1 9 years ago was causes? And you out there listening, we would love for you to type in the comments and put a cause that is close to your heart. We're spending some time together getting to know about Sarrah Rose. You guys all know a little bit about me, but what about spending some time in that space to give honor and awareness? So we might inspire someone to give time, treasure, or talent to a cause that they care about or just forgot they haven't had a chance to focus on, and they'll be re-inspired to go back and visit it. Or we might learn about Sarrah Rose's, and you might just decide to check out hers too. So what's a cause that's close to your heart, Sarrah?
Yeah, the Silverstein Dream Foundation is a cause that I support. I'm on one of their committees, and we raise money to support the Diabetes Research
Oh, I
Institute.
love that.
And that is a cause that is near and dear to my heart. I have somebody close to me that had developed type 1 at age 6. And just really seeing that struggle, it inspires me to show up and to really do my best to see this organization continue to flourish.
I love that. I love that. So check out that cause. It is health is, such an important, really, what else to, what, how well can life go when you're faced with challenges with health? You need it to be good and strong so that you can love to your fullest, live to your fullest, and grow and do things in a business world, because um, it's hard to see past an unhealthy day. All the rest kind of blurs away, right? In importance. So thank you for sharing that. And thank you out there for sharing all of the information you're sharing. Well, now we're to the book part, and you know that because you've been following us so long, and we love you for that. So put the books that inspired your personal life, or maybe you even wrote a book. And when someone is a hero and kind enough to hit the share button, your books will be listed in the comments. We'll be featuring you. Wouldn't that be beautiful and wonderful as we all share and support for one another? So, a book that inspired your personal life or helped you grow your business, Sarrah Rose?
Well, one of my personal favorite books of all time is The Jewel and the Lotus, and it's a book about Tantra. And my background, my training, original training in all of this amazing world of love and intimacy started with Tantra. And The Jewel and the Lotus is a book that I've read over and over and recommended to clients throughout the years.
I love that. I've never heard of this one. So that's the beautiful thing about asking this question. It's a very selfish question. I love to learn about new books. I'm reading them all the time. Sometimes I have 2 and 3 going, audio ones in my ears, paper ones in my hands. I'm really a big book lover. So I love that you shared that. Before we start to wrap up, this has been a ton of fun. Is there anything else about your business or programs that we didn't get to touch on, or something about yourself that you wanted to share?
Well, you just mentioned being a book lover, and we do have the Elixr book club. So maybe you will get the Elixr app and join us. We would love to see you there. And yeah, I mean, I'm a big reader as well. I think that is books are the biggest adventure we can go on. Just being
Yeah.
able to explore all these amazing places, all this incredible information. And
Mhm.
I'm glad to say I've raised both my kids to be big readers as well. And one of our favorite pastimes is every time we're in the Hamptons, and specifically in Sag Harbor, we go to the bookstore there. They get a new book, and it's a fun tradition.
I love that. Yeah, I have a teenage girl that for her birthday, more than once, all she wanted was a trip and a budget to the big bookstore. We live in a rural area down by the water, so we're not around a lot of the malls or big stores or things. So she loves that. The just being able to get swallowed up by a giant bookstore. So I love that that's your tradition as well, hitting the bookstore. We found some cool ones, little stores too, like secondhand bookstores and things like that, that have been fun to explore and find treasures in together. It has been a ton of fun having you on the show today, Sarah. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. And if you're out there thinking, wait, I'm an industry expert, maybe I don't know love the way Sarah does, but I've got other things to offer the world, and you have programs and ways you can serve someone so that their life is better, that their business is better, that their existence is better, then maybe you should be on the show too. Is that your idea? Is that your thought? I think it is too. So reach out to us and our team, and we'll tell you just how to get on the show. But before we go today, I would love for you to share with us, Sarah, a final thought, a piece of information or inspiration as we close today.
Yeah. At Elixir, our mantra, our motto, our mission is that love is our birthright. It's
Mm,
something that we are all deserving of. We are all worthy of love in whatever way that feels authentic to you.
I love that. That's beautiful. That is a great way to close our show today. As always, I'm your host, Jessica Catch, and this has been another Profound Professionals. And until next time, be kind to yourself out there and be kind to each other. Bye,